So this is a teaser of what batch fed can do. I think I got just font with the name. So you go to the administration, and then the CSS sucks, so don't mind that. I know for sure. So you can manage different actors. You know, in the Fediverse, each actor usually is a user, but in this case, these actors are systems, so you can add a new actor. For now, you need to provide the public key and private key. Batchfed supports different domains, so that means that companies can bring their own domain. You can have only a batch-fed instance, and that should be enough for managing, for example, batches for I don't know, Microsoft.com, or maybe a school and university, those kind of things. Now you can create different batches, and these are a few of them that I have. So for example, I have this Fediverse early adopter, cute raccoon. You can create a new batch, and you add title, description, avatar, earning criteria, the actor that issues that, and then the type of batch. This is only to make it a little bit easier if you are gamifying something than if you are doing a credential system, right? So now let's grant something. So I will grant the cute raccoon, and in this case you can provide a Fediverse URL, a name, or an email. In case that you provide an email, it is only used to validate that the email is actually a user. Added to mastodon.social vocalcat. I'm gonna grant it bash, and then you can see this is the vocalcat, and this is the batch. I'm gonna wait a few seconds. You can see that I have a new notification here, so I will click in this notification, and you can see this is a private mention, and I have this link. This is a private notification from the actor, so this comes from the batch system, and this is the link to accept the batch. Eventually I want to just make able to reply and say accept, so you can interact with that without actually going to the batch system. But for now I will just go here. You can see I have my batch, the earning criteria, when it was issued, and who issued this. So this is an actor with some followers, and then I'm gonna accept the batch. So this is my profile. I can validate the profile, and it will bring the name from the actor in the profile. I can use also external things like a Facebook or LinkedIn, but in this case, if you use a Fediverse one, it is when the power of batchfed comes in. So I will accept the batch, and all the URLs, everything is on ActivityPub. So for example, this is an actor, and I will look for this actor here in my Mastodon, and you can follow that in your own Mastodon, right? That's the thing. You can follow here, and you can see everything that has been published, or all the batches that has been published. Now I have a new notification. It is because a new batch was issued. So this is the batch that I get. Earning criteria, issue, accepted. Don't mind the format. This is a template, so you can modify that, and verify the batch. So the batch is this one. But actually, if you copy this URL and then you open this URL in Mastodon, it is this message. So the actual batch, it's an ActivityPub node or ActivityPub object. So this is the batch, right? It is an ActivityPub object. Even if when you click on that, you can or if I open original page, like the representation is different, right? So the thing is that this is something that gets distributed. I'm gonna add some things like be able to export or import open batches, and also federate, right? So that you can have your batch fed instance, but also it will receive batches from other people. So you can check or verify what batches has been granted to one account across the Fediverse, right? So even if one instance disappears, your batches still live in another instance. And there are some verification mechanisms like SSH keys, fingerprints, and everything inside. And then let me show you what happens when you try to request here. So here is my request with an ActivityPub request here, and you can see that there are some things like that are regular for ActivityPub, like for example who was issued that, mentions, things like that. But also you can see this thing that is only about batches that has certain elements that are special or independent for batches. This is something that I want to migrate to open batches. So but as you can see, like all the documentation is inside here. All right, so this is a teaser, so it is a working prototype, and I will keep working on this. If you want to help in the CSS or in testing or something, let me know.